Would you ever believe a goat could cost more than a Lamborghini?
This goat, more costly than Lamborghini.
You've seen luxury cars and million-dollar mansions, but what about a goat that sells for over $3 million? From dancing breeds to fainting legends and viral superstars, these aren't your average farm animals. This countdown will flip everything you thought you knew about goats upside down. One of them might even produce milk. And it's not female. Ready to meet the world's most extreme goats? Watch till the end. You won't believe number 1. Number 15. Armani Beetle goat. In the crowded markets of Pakistan and India, one goat towers above them all, the mighty Armani Beetle goat. In 2021, one of these giants tipped the scales at over 300 kilograms. That's heavier than a grand piano, heavier than most dairy cows, almost as heavy as a full-grown lion. Videos spread across Facebook and YouTube, with millions wondering how any goat could grow that massive. Its enormous chest, thick legs, and gleaming black and white coat made it look almost unreal. But size like this doesn't happen by accident. Owners feed Armani Beetle goats premium diets, grains, pulses, milk, and expensive supplements costing thousands each month. These goats live in shaded pens with regular grooming and constant attention. When festival season arrives, especially during Eid, the Armani Beetle becomes the ultimate status symbol. Private buyers offer up to $30,000 for a champion, not just for the animal, but for breeding rights. One prize male can father hundreds of offspring, each carrying his superior-sized genetics. For proud owners across South Asia, the Armani Beetle represents tradition, prestige, and the booming world of luxury livestock. 14. Damascus goat. At first glance, you might mistake it for something out of mythology. A creature with a long neck, oversized head, and droopy lips that create an almost human-like expression. This is the Damascus goat, known across the Middle East as the Shami or Aleppo goat, one of the strangest and most sought-after goats in the world. Originating from Syria and Lebanon, the Damascus goat has been bred for centuries across the Levant, prized for its rich milk and strong genetics. Its milk is exceptionally creamy, traditionally used for making cheese throughout Syria and Lebanon. But what made the Damascus goat a global sensation was its extraordinary appearance. Selective breeding over generations concentrated unique facial features: the elongated muzzle, pronounced lips, and dome-shaped head. These weren't accidents but markers that appeared alongside superior milk production. Viral videos labeled them the world's strangest-looking goat. Some found them beautiful, others unsettling. Millions were captivated. At livestock beauty contests in the United Arab Emirates, champion Damascus goats have been valued at over $50,000. In private Gulf auctions, rare males from champion bloodlines have sold for $60,000 or more. Breeders in Pakistan and India now import Damascus genetics, proving that even the most unusual face can become extremely valuable. 13. Boer goat. Imagine a goat so muscular and perfectly built that farmers call it the bodybuilder of the goat world. That's the Boer goat, a breed developed in South Africa during the early 1900s, now famous globally for its extraordinary size and meat quality. With its bright white body and rich reddish-brown head, the Boer doesn't just look powerful, it is powerful. Under proper feeding, these goats grow faster than almost any other breed. A healthy male can exceed 140 kilograms, gaining nearly 0.2 kilograms daily. In 2021, a Boer buck named Gideon shattered records when he sold for 2.1 million South African rand, roughly 110,000 US dollars, according to Farmers Weekly South Africa. Buyers weren't just purchasing one animal. Gideon's champion genetics could be bred into hundreds of offspring across multiple herds, with each kid inheriting faster growth rates and superior meat yield, making him a long-term genetic investment. Across Australia, the United States, and the Middle East, farmers breed Boers for unmatched meat production. Many commercial meat goats worldwide carry Boer genetics. When you see them at livestock shows with their chiseled frames and proud posture, you understand why they are called the bodybuilders of goat's world. 12. Kalahari Red Goat. Under the blazing African sun, one goat thrives where others fail, the Kalahari Red. Born in South Africa's rugged Kalahari Desert, this breed was shaped by survival. Its deep copper-red coat isn't just striking, it's functional, reflecting harsh sunlight while tough skin resists heat and parasites. Everything about this goat evolved for endurance in extreme conditions. The Kalahari Red gained recognition in the 1990s when breeders refined local red-coated goats that thrived in arid regions. The result? A powerhouse breed combining strength, fertility, and remarkable adaptability. Adult males often exceed 115 kilograms, while females average 75 kilograms, all muscle and stamina. Their meat is tender and flavorful, but more importantly, they thrive where other breeds struggle, grazing through thorny shrubs and surviving on minimal water. This desert toughness translates into serious value. In 2025, a record-breaking Kalahari Red ram sold for 280,000 South African rand, nearly 14,000 US dollars, at a national auction. 2 years earlier, a buck named Sta Soft fetched 165,000 rand, about $9,000, in Botswana. These prices reflect growing global demand. Today, Kalahari Reds thrive across Australia, the United States, and the Middle East, where their ability to flourish in harsh, dry climates makes them invaluable to farmers facing increasingly challenging environments. 11. Saanen Goat. In the quiet valleys of Switzerland, farmers developed a goat that turns simple grass into liquid gold. The Saanen goat, recognized worldwide as the supreme dairy goat breed. First bred in the Saanen Valley over a century ago, its pure white coat, strong frame, and calm temperament made it a Swiss staple. But its true fame came from productivity. Top Saanen does produce over 1,800 liters of milk annually, more than virtually any other goat breed. A mature Saanen typically weighs around 65 kilograms, built for steady, high-volume production. Its smooth, rich milk is perfect for premium cheese and butter. This success spread the Saanen globally. It's now found across Australia, America, India, and Africa, used to improve local breeds and increase dairy yields. In 2024, a purebred Saanen sold for 20,000 South African rand at auction. While it may not match the visual drama of other breeds, its lifetime milk production can generate 30,000 to 50,000 US dollars in dairy products, making this workhorse breed worth its weight in cheese. 10. Najdi sheep. Although not a goat, this animal deserves recognition. It might be the most glamorous sheep in the world. Imagine a sheep treated like a runway model, brushed, perfumed, displayed under bright lights before cheering crowds. This is the Najdi sheep, the pride of Saudi Arabia. With its tall frame, silky black coat, and regal posture, the Najdi has become a living symbol of luxury across the Arabian Peninsula. While most livestock are raised for meat, wool, or milk, the Najdi is raised for prestige. Its beauty is judged like racehorses. Every detail matters. At elite livestock exhibitions across Riyadh, Jeddah, and Dubai, Najdi sheep compete in beauty contests where the curve of the nose, coat texture, and even walking style determine champions. According to historical reports from Arab News, exceptional Najdi sheep have sold for over $3 million at prestigious Saudi auctions, record-breaking prices that made international headlines. For wealthy Gulf breeders, owning a champion Najdi is like possessing a living masterpiece, a symbol of status, taste, and cultural pride. These animals live in climate-controlled shelters, groomed daily with oils and perfumes, fed specialized diets to enhance coat shine and body condition. Their care is so meticulous they're treated like prized racehorses, representing the peak of Arabian livestock breeding. 9. Girgentana Goat. Take a look at this cute goat, the Girgentana goat, one of the strangest and most beautiful goats in the world. With its long spiral horns twisting high into the air, it looks more like a creature from a fairy tale than a real farm animal. The Girgentana comes from the island of Sicily in southern Italy, where it was once found in great numbers. Decades ago, There were over 30,000 of them roaming the rocky hills of Agrigento. Today, fewer than 600 remain. That makes this breed one of the rarest goats on Earth. What really sets the Girgentana apart are its corkscrew-shaped horns. They can grow up to 70 centimeters long and curve outward like an artist's sculpture. Many believe this goat is a distant relative of the markhor, the wild mountain goat of Central Asia, known for the same kind of twisted horns. The Girgentana is not a heavy or muscular breed. It's a medium-sized dairy goat, prized for its gentle nature and soft milk that's used to make traditional Sicilian cheeses. But as modern high-yield breeds began to spread, farmers slowly moved away from keeping them. That change almost pushed the Girgentana to extinction. Thankfully, local breeders and conservation groups have stepped in to protect it. Today, organizations like Slow Food Italy are helping farmers raise Girgentanas again. Not just for milk, but to preserve a part of Italian history that nearly disappeared. 8. Pakistani Bantam Goat. It may be small, but this tiny goat has captured hearts across Pakistan and beyond. Meet the Pakistani Bantam Goat, locally called the Badr Bakri, one of the world's smallest and most adorable goat breeds. Found mainly in Punjab and Sindh provinces, this miniature goat is so small many families keep it as a house pet. A full-grown bantam weighs just 5 to 10 kilograms and stands only 15 to 20 inches tall, roughly the size of a large house cat. In recent years, these goats became social media stars. Videos showing them on leashes, playing in courtyards, and cuddling with children went viral on TikTok and YouTube, racking up millions of views. Their playful nature and miniature size made them irresistible. Despite their tiny stature, healthy Badr Bakri goats can sell for up to 100,000 Pakistani rupees, approximately $350. While modest compared to other breeds, viral fame has created waiting lists at some breeders, with popular specimens fetching double or triple that price from eager buyers. 7. Nachi goat. In the heart of Punjab, Pakistan, there's a goat that walks like it's performing, the Nachi goat, a breed celebrated for its distinctive, elegant gait. The word Nachi means dancing in Urdu, and this goat earned the name by lifting its legs high with rhythmic grace. This wasn't accidental. Farmers noticed certain goats had naturally high-stepping walks and selectively bred them over generations, refining the trait until it became the breed's signature. At livestock shows and Eid festivals, videos of Nachi goats strutting often go viral on social media. These goats aren't raised primarily for milk or meat, they're bred for celebration and prestige. Their bodies are slim and tall, with long ears and smooth skin. Coat colors vary from black to white or mixed, and their light bone structure creates an uncommonly elegant appearance. In 2021 and 2022, several Nachi goats sold for over 500,000 Pakistani rupees, around $1,700 at sales in Lahore and Multan. Value depends on walking style refinement and appearance rarity, with judges scoring them like dressage horses. 6. Salali goat. At first glance, you might think it's a creature from a fantasy movie, part deer, part dog, and part goat. But this is no trick of the camera. This is the Salali goat, one of the strangest and rarest goat breeds in the Arabian Gulf. Native to Oman and sometimes seen in the United Arab Emirates, the Salali is admired not for its size or milk, but for its looks. It has a narrow, curved nose, small upright ears, and a soft coat that grows in delicate circular patterns. The face alone is so unusual that locals call it the goat-deer hybrid, though it isn't actually a crossbreed at all. In 2023, videos of these goats spread across TikTok and Instagram, showing them standing proudly at elite livestock shows in Ras Al Khaimah in Dubai. The internet couldn't believe what it was seeing. A goat that looked too elegant, too perfect to be real. Their fame quickly turned into fortune. At a prestigious auction in Ras Al Khaimah, a Salali goat was sold for around 70,000 dirhams. That's nearly $19,000. The event was covered by Gulf News, where breeders described the animal as a once-in-a-generation beauty. The Salali isn't raised for meat or milk. It's raised for show value, bought by collectors and exotic farms who see it as a living work of art. In some Gulf shows, they attract more attention than purebred horses or camels. Number 5. Jamnapari goat. If there's a goat that could walk like royalty, it's the Jamnapari goat, tall, elegant, and proud. This ancient breed comes from Uttar Pradesh, India, and is often called the king of goats in South Asia. Mature males can stand up to 50 inches at the shoulder and stretch nearly 6 feet from head to tail. Taller than most people ever expect a goat to grow. The Jamnapari is easy to recognize. It has a long, deer-like neck, an arched nose, and wide, floppy ears that sway gracefully as it walks. It's not just an animal. It's a display of beauty, stature, and confidence. In 2022, a massive Jamnapari named Badshah became a viral sensation after being showcased during the Eid festival in India. Videos of the towering goat spread across YouTube and Instagram, where viewers were stunned by its sheer height, over 52 inches tall. Local media called it one of the tallest domestic goats ever recorded. The Jamnapari isn't just admired for its looks. Female goats from this line produce 2 to 3 liters of rich milk daily, often used in traditional Indian sweets and dairy products. Its strong genetics have even influenced breeds abroad, including the Anglo-Nubian goat in the United Kingdom. When it comes to value, this breed truly stands above the rest. A Jamnapari male goat was featured in a YouTube livestock showcase where it sold for around 58,000 rupees, roughly $700. During festival markets, especially around Eid, premium goats of this breed can fetch even higher prices, with some reaching close to 1 lakh rupees depending on their size and pedigree. Beyond India, the Jamnapari is cherished across Pakistan and Bangladesh, where it often steals the spotlight at livestock festivals, drawing huge crowds who admire its proud walk and graceful form. Number 4. The male goat that produces milk. Now here's something that sounds impossible: a male goat that gives milk. In 2021, a story from rural Bihar, India, left farmers and scientists completely stunned. Villagers began sharing videos of a male goat being milked, and to everyone's shock, it actually produced real milk. Within days, the strange footage spread across YouTube, Facebook, and local agriculture vlog channels, where the goat quickly earned the nickname Baba Bakra. In Hindi, Baba Bakra means the holy goat. Locals believed it was blessed, a sign of divine power, and many even visited from nearby towns to see it in person. The owner refused to sell the goat despite receiving several offers from curious buyers and religious followers. Veterinary experts from the Indian Veterinary Research Institute later explained that this was likely caused by a rare hormonal condition known as gynecomastia, where male animals develop working mammary glands. Such cases are almost unheard of in goats and may be triggered by genetic mutations or environmental changes. Still, science didn't stop people from calling it a miracle. The Baba Bakra became a viral sensation and a living reminder that nature doesn't always follow the rules. In a world where every animal has a purpose, this one rewrote its own, turning biology into legend. Number 3. Shearling rams. Although they're sheep rather than goats, shearling rams earn mention here for their extraordinary value, rivaling many goat breeds on this list. Found mainly in Australia and the United Kingdom, shearling rams are young male sheep prized for perfect fleece, muscle structure, and genetic strength. Farmers invest months preparing them: high-protein diets, daily coat brushing, careful body conditioning for elite shows. In 2022, a shearling ram bred in the United Kingdom made headlines selling for over £30,000 sterling, approximately $38,000. These aren't simple sales. They're genetic investments. Winning rams can influence hundreds of future lambs, improving wool quality, fiber length, and meat characteristics across entire flocks. Auction buyers include wool mills, breeding syndicates, and investors seeking superior bloodlines. Every detail matters: body curve, fleece texture, structural soundness. A single champion ram can shape a breed's future for years. Elite rams can generate millions in offspring value over their breeding careers. In elite livestock circles, A great Shearling ram commands prices rivaling luxury vehicles. Proving excellence in any livestock species can be extraordinarily valuable. Number 2. The fainting goat. At first glance, they look like any other goat. Playful, curious, and full of energy. But startle them and something hilarious happens. They suddenly freeze, their legs stiffen, and they topple over like they just fainted. Meet the fainting goat, also known as the myotonic goat, one of the most unusual breeds on Earth. When frightened or surprised, these goats don't actually lose consciousness. Instead, they suffer from a harmless genetic condition called myotonia congenita, which causes their muscles to lock up for a few seconds before relaxing again. This strange reaction might look dramatic, but it doesn't hurt them at all. And once they recover, they're right back on their feet, as if nothing happened. The breed story dates back to the 1880s, when a man named John Tinsley brought the first fainting goats to Tennessee from Canada. Farmers quickly realized that these goats had their advantages. They were muscular, easy to manage, and thanks to their tendency to freeze, they didn't jump fences or wander off like other breeds. Fast forward to today, and the fainting goat has become a global internet star. Countless viral clips on YouTube and TikTok show them dropping stiff-legged at the slightest scare, turning this odd trait into comedy gold. While they may not sell for millions, some purebred fainting goats can still fetch up to $1,000, especially from collectors and hobby farmers who love their friendly nature. They're also popular in petting zoos for their gentle temperament and quirky charm. Number 1. Kashmir Pashmina goat. And taking the number 1 spot, we have the Kashmir Pashmina goat, found high in the frozen Himalayas, one of the most valuable and extraordinary animals on Earth. Also known as the Changthangi goat, this rare breed thrives in the icy valleys of Ladakh and Kashmir, where temperatures can plunge below -40 degrees Celsius. What makes it truly remarkable isn't its horns or size, but the luxurious wool it produces, the world-renowned pashmina. This fine, soft undercoat helps the goat survive the brutal Himalayan cold. Each spring, herders gently comb the fleece by hand, collecting only a few ounces of usable pashmina per goat. That tiny amount, once woven by Kashmiri artisans, becomes the legendary pashmina shawl, a fabric so soft, light, and warm that it's known around the world as soft gold. Each goat may look ordinary, but its value is astonishing. A healthy male Changthangi goat can cost between 350 and 375 rupees per kilogram, while females range between 280 and 320. On average, that's about 10 to 12,000 rupees, roughly 120 to 150 US dollars per goat. A small price compared to the fortune their wool can create. According to reports from National Geographic, BBC, and The Hindu, authentic pashmina shawls can sell for thousands of dollars across Europe and the Middle East. The government of India has even granted the fabric a geographical indication, GI tag, ensuring that only genuine Kashmiri pashmina can carry the name. A single herd of these goats can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, not for their meat or milk, but for the luxurious wool that has dressed royalty for centuries. And there you have it, the most extraordinary and valuable goat breeds on the planet. From the deserts of Arabia to the snowy peaks of Kashmir, these animals prove that beauty and worth can come in the most unexpected forms. Which one amazed you the most? The royal Najdi, the dancing Nachi, or the luxurious pashmina goat? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable stories from the animal kingdom.